Well, guys, I really messed up today. Um, Not all bad trades, but today was just a rough day. I should have stayed out of the markets. We had Trump speaking, and bro, all I needed was one winning day today, and I had it. I had it locked on Asia yesterday. You can see I had 9 trades. I took 4 of them on Asia yesterday, and I had $150 locked on this account. I was up $7,400, and now just today I've blown $1,600, and that has brought me down a lot. Sucks, but we're still a lot in profit, so I'm not tripping. But really shouldn't have traded today. Really should have just held off and took the payout, but it honestly was looking pretty good this morning, the setups. And in fact, it was not, but it is what it is. Unfortunately, the Lucid account is now breached, as you can see here. That one, I didn't have this giant winning day on it, so I was really close to losing it, and I just lost it trading Asia right now on gold, which again, really good setups. They just didn't play out. I don't know, it was very slow today, and we had like weird spikes of volume. So I don't know. It is what it is. I mean, I'm confident I can make this back on the top step tomorrow, get my payout for tomorrow. And I loaned my brother a bunch of money to buy a truck, so I'm just waiting to go deposit the money he gives back to me tomorrow. And then I'm going to buy a shit ton of accounts and really try to stack up, get all the evils passed in this shitty week. And then when the war comes down next week, we're gonna make some bread next week. I'm feeling confident about it. The market's starting to get a little bit back to normal. So when Trump speaks on days like today, it's not very good. So yeah, we had ISM at 7, Trump at 10. So the market really died down because of that, which I thought it would have, but I wasn't expecting it to be this bad. Like, this was the whole day. Like, we ranged. And this was a news pump here, so I don't even really count this. But we ranged 250 points. This ends up being a data high here. Should probably mark that out for tomorrow. But we had London low, Asia low here. And realistically, and by the way, guys, I'm not going to go over the trades in Asia the other day. They were just continuation trades. No one really wants to see that. They're boring. But what we had going on here, coming into market open, we had this bullish hourly gap, which we were constantly respecting, as you can see. And we have this hourly bearish gap, which you can see. So my bias was kind of waiting to see what happened, whether we broke one of the two gaps. And you can see at 7 o'clock, we did break up. But because it was kind of right at news, it dumped us right back down. So I was really only looking for longs today based off that. And overall, high time frames were super bullish. We've respected these 4-hour gaps here. We've disrespected all these 4-hour gaps. And we have all these stacked highs here, not much on the sell side. Realistically, we should be making our way back up. I didn't really pay attention to what Trump said today, but couldn't have been good because we just chopped around and then we absolutely dumped. So yeah, let's get into it. So first trade I took today was right around market open. You can see we get this big pump up, and this looked identical to that big ass trade I hit the other day where it was kind of like the fake out Judas swing. It comes down, fakes out, and then it pumps, right? So this looked absolutely identical. I don't know if I can pull it up. I'm not going to be able to find it. It was last week, but you guys know, go watch that recap. The one where it says I caught 560 points. This looks identical to that setup. And I entered a little bit early on this one, right kind of at the base of this candle here. So we got a little bit of a tap in. I got a terrible fill here, but I was just wanting a tap into this big gap. right? But clearly we wanted to take out this. But off rip, we swept this low, and we get 1 minute IFEG, 3 minute IFEG right here, right? So we get that right off rip, right as the 6:30 candle closes. We get 3 minute IFEG, and this is a great trade in my opinion. I went in today with super wide stop losses, knowing it was going to be a little bit of a choppy day. So I had my stops all the way down here, thank God. And I was targeting basically all the way up to this data high here to begin with. But like I usually do, I was willing to take profit a bit earlier if it came to that. And this one ended up going break even, unfortunately, because I added a position up here, and that kind of fucked me over because this candle here dipped right into my break even, because obviously when you add a position, it moves your entry up. Barely hits my break even. Wouldn't have hit my full TP anyways, but it did come up a little bit, and it did take out this Asia high, I believe. So that was kind of unfortunate, but it was still a break even, so not a loss. And I still wanted longs up to those data highs. This was a news dump. This was ISM coming out at 7, and we dumped hard after that. Trump was also saying shit all day, so it's hard to kind of tell what price wanted to do. It's kind of a really messy day, but the second trade was just based off inversing all of this. There's obviously some higher time frame inversions in here. See, there's a couple 3 minutes. I believe there's a 5 minute as well. Yeah, there's a 5 minute as well. So we inverse all that after we kind of got this scam dumped down because of news, right? So I'm pretty confident we're going to run up to those next highs because they're pretty low resistance. And we are still respecting a 15-minute bullish gap as well on top of that. And I entered right here after we got those inversions. I'll show you guys. We were still respecting this 15-minute bullish gap here, right? So I wasn't too concerned about that dip. In my eyes, it was just a retrace off news. And I entered, again, targeting up here. Don't really think that's crazy to reach for. There's only a couple 100 points. And this trade, again, very wide stop down below, right on this wick here. Again, I'm running very wide stops today, not heavy contract sizing, because I knew it was going to be choppy with Trump talking, and unfortunately, this trade chopped for so goddamn long, and I knew this was going to happen. At this point, when I had already moved down and I was in this for an hour, I was just trying to get out at break even. I did not want to be in this trade when Trump was talking, and I literally knew it was going to happen because it happened to me last week too. We chopped around. I entered at literally the start of the chop again. We chopped around, and then as soon as Trump starts talking, we dumped down to London lows and fries me. So that was a $500 loss on that one. That puts me down $350 on the day because I said I was up $150 from Asia. And I still wanted longs at this point, guys. I was super bullish today for some reason, and we get this London low sweep, and then some bullshit happens here, man. I had my brightness really low because I was in this trade for so long, right? It killed my phone battery. I was at like 5%. So I have my brightness really low, and my charger on my forklift does not charge. It just holds the battery. So I have my brightness really low. I've never placed a limit order on my phone. Obviously on computer it's easy. But I was trying to do, I have my brightness really low. This is the dumbest shit I've ever done, I swear to God. And I was trying to set a buy order right here, right after we inverse this gap, right? And I accidentally placed a sell order right there, and we inverse the gap and instantly nuke my TP, like right, or stop loss right away, and that ends up being a $345 loss, which then causes me to get a shittier entry all the way up here. And man, I was pissed at that. I fucked that up. I like literally couldn't even catch myself because my brightness was so low, and I set it like when we were all the way down here, right? So I wasn't even paying attention, and I got fucked. But it is what it is. That's just a dumb mistake. But 345, so I'm down, I believe 700 at this point. And I just wanted to target one more long. I was just trying to get back to 150 on the day. We had this big 15-minute gap here that kept on getting respected, right? And I knew we were going to break it. And I was just targeting just above it, which was my $900 TP, which I needed to be up $150, basically break even on the day. And obviously, guys, this is super good setup as well. Sweep London lows. We tapped into a 15-minute again, respected it. 1 minute inversion, beautiful V shape, good displacement up. And this trade, man, this trade really pissed me off as well. My stops were right here, right below this gap. And this was a very tight trade, don't get me wrong. I did not want to lose a lot more money at this point. But we run up. I mean, this might be a little bit off. It might have been like a little bit lower. I don't know. But roughly 10 to 15 points from my TP. And then we just nuked down. I don't even know what happened here. I don't know if Trump said something, but we nuked for no reason. We inversed every single gap on this way up, except this 3 minute. But realistically, like, there's no reason for that to get stopped. And obviously there wasn't, because we continued higher right after. And this comes down and literally wicks me out by, like, I don't know, maybe tops 10 points, probably more like 5. It's hard to get these exactly accurate. This trade closed out at 11.04, so yeah, right on this candle. And then it runs right to TP, no drawdown after, and I was just like, fuck, man. And I locked myself out too, because I was already down 1,000 on the day, and I'm like, I'm not re-entering when I'm already down 1,000. Like, it's bad enough I already lost 1,000, but to potentially risk more is just stupid as fuck. And at that point, I'm clearly revenge trading. I like the 3 setups I took, and again, the one fucked me over because I sized into it, and this one I get stopped out by a few points. This one chopped around for 3 fucking hours, and then Trump sends me to Valhalla. And I just got super unlucky today, man. I don't know. I had a chance to take profit, so I can't blame it on the market. But it just wasn't an ideal day for me. And I just did not feel on my game. But yeah, it is what it is. $1,000 loss. Had a really good week last week. And my maximum loss limit's at 0. So realistically, I got lots of room to play. Do I want to lose all that? No. I just need $150 winning day. And I want to take a payout. And I'll still have a huge buffer. So should be able to get back-to-back payouts if I trade good. So, yeah, not too worried about it, but it does blow that I already took 2 losses on gold just a little bit ago. I was in the middle of selling a car with my brother, and I was not watching the trade at all, and I opened my phone. My Lucid account's blown. This shit's down like $600. I was like, fuck, man. But it is what it is. Those are both good trades. I'm going to go over them in tomorrow's recap, but I'm not going to go over them now. This video's already been long enough. So yeah, tomorrow's judgment day, I'm pretty sure. I think Trump pushed back his decision on Iran till tomorrow. That's why I was willing to trade today. His speech wasn't really that important. He just rambled on a bunch of random crap. But tomorrow is the big speech. Tomorrow is when we find out what the fuck's happening with Iran. So tomorrow's probably going to be shit, and I'm already starting at a disadvantage. So I don't know. I'm going to be very careful tomorrow. I suggest you guys do the same. We also have FOMC meeting minutes next day. That shouldn't be too crazy. It's not like interest rates decision or anything. And then we have CPI later in the week. So tomorrow might be just like today, super choppy. There's a good chance. But Asia is just as choppy too. So I don't really know, guys. Hopefully we get some good price action and can get my $150 winning day. I'll have to make pretty much $750, but doable, definitely doable. So yeah, I think it's gonna wrap it up for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you did, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.